Welcome back, everybody. It's part 2 of our October ADT, and we've had some fascinating talks so far. We've learned about how to earn the points for the business. We've learned about the fact that the business is our own, but we're not by ourselves in the business. And we've learned about residual income. And now I'm going to show you our particular plan for our particular business, which will hopefully just clarify things a little bit more as far as the points and the residual income, etc., is concerned. So let me share my screen. We are going to just go through a few things over here. I'm going to lose a couple of these goodies and minimize myself and get our slideshow going. Okay, right. So we are in a business, and our business is on a mission to make the world a healthier and a happier place. So we're going to start off with, when somebody invites you, they're probably going to ask you a question along the lines of, would you be open to looking at a way to earn some extra income? And your main question would be, or your main reason would be, why would you? Are you an Elon Musk that's probably the richest man in the world at the moment, who maybe doesn't need an extra income? Are you a student who maybe needs to supplement their studies to a certain extent? Are you a working professional who knows that their career might be coming to an end, and the company car, the company house, the company phone, the company laptop are all going to leave you when you leave the company, because they're going to stay behind and you've gone? So why would you be wanting to earn an extra income? And life holds special magic for those who dare to dream. So maybe you don't really need an extra income, but maybe you want a little bit more freedom, because if you're in a job, you are restricted to how many hours you work. You're restricted to how many weeks or months of the year that you can take vacation, or hours. You are restricted to where you can travel to because you've got a set income. But if you've got a dream, that dream might mean that you need a little bit more of an income. And life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So in order for your dreams to come true, you need to get uncomfortable. And we are working with a special company. And this company has got some basic values, which I like to share these values. Value number 1 is absolute integrity. And I don't have time to get into all the stories, but we sometimes have products that are put on back order because the ingredients, one of the ingredients, doesn't quite reach the standard that our very particular scientific advisory board likes. So we wouldn't know otherwise, but because of their integrity, they pull that product and hold it back until they can improve it. And the reason for that is because people are number 1. Not the profit, not the business, but people. You and I are number 1. They are the most important part to the company. And there are products that work. I don't have to spin huge big stories and convince anybody as to why they need these products, because they simply work. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of testimonies of people who can testify to the fact that the products actually work. And this is an equal opportunity for all. We're not worried about how tall you are, how short you are, how old you are, I'd say not how young you are, but you've got to be at least 18 years old to be legal. But we're not really worried because there are children that can help their parents in this business. We don't worry if you've got a degree or you don't have any education. We've got people in this business who can't read or write or haven't been able to when they started. It really doesn't matter. It's an equal opportunity for anyone who has a dream and has a long-range vision. As Vic said earlier, the company has been going for 63 years already. They're already planning the next 63 years. So it's not going around, it's not going to be going away anytime soon. And as Vic told us earlier, we're in business for yourself, not by yourself, because Near Life Company looks after all those nitty-gritty things like the websites and the finance and the ordering and the distributions and the starter kits and the sales aids and all those things that cost money, take up a lot of time, and quite probably are out of your particular expertise level. Now, at retirement, which traditionally is somewhere between 60 to 65 years of age, 95% of people have worked hard for at least 40 years, but now they have to find another job at less pay, or they're going to move in with relatives, or survive on social welfare. And in this country, that is very, very difficult because we know what our pensioners receive. Have you tried to live on that amount of money in a month in today's times? Not possible. And because they found another job now, they still need a boss to direct their lives, even though they've got 40-odd years of experience. But sadly, these 95% of people often make excuses as to why they are where they are and why they cannot improve and change things. Then there's the 5% who've worked hard, but they've worked smart, and they've multiplied their time. We all, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, you and I, all have 24 hours in a day. Each one of us can only do so much. But if we multiply with a team, that time becomes significantly more. And they've learned to manage and direct their own lives. And they've made a decision. You will need to make a decision. So we start with, why are we doing the business? What's your reason? I don't know. Everybody's got their own unique reason, but we start with you. This business has 3 very simple daily success habits. Number 1, we need to use the products. Change your shopping habits. Linda told us that there's products that we're going to be using of our own. Don't go and shop it down the road. You shop from yourself. So first of all, you register with the company Near Life. And immediately, you're getting those products at 20% discount. Company is 63 years old. It's been in South Africa for 50 years. And it's in over 50 countries. We have a scientific advisory board who checks out every single one of our products and vets it before we get to use it. And there are 4 ranges of products. So it's things that you will use on a daily basis. Now, you don't have to go out and sell stuff. I don't sell things. I'm not a salesman. I don't know what your definition of sales is, but I like to help people. I like to find solutions to their problems. So if we're having a chat and they tell me they've got a problem, I say, would you be open to looking at a way to solve that problem? I may be able to help you. And those people become our customers. And immediately, we're earning a 20% profit by helping them. They're helping us, we're helping them. It's a win-win situation. As we said earlier, we talk about 100 points, and the person who invited you to this or shared this presentation with you, ask them about what PV stands for and how it works, because I don't really have time to get into that right now. But the second success habit is we need to share both the business concept as well as the products on a daily basis. And for simplification, we're going to talk to maybe 6 people, because hopefully you know 6 people. And we're going to show them how we are using our own 100 points worth of products. And we're going to show them, because this is duplication, how to use their own 100 points. It's difficult. It's very, very, very simple. And if everybody on this little graphic over here, all 6 people are using 100 points of product a month, and we're using our own 100 points of product a month, we haven't sold anything yet, but the company adds up those 100 points, and that gives us 700 points, which this has gone up just recently, just by the way, because that's the beauty of this business. It's inflation proof. Those 700 points will give you, between your customers and your team, about 700 Rand extra in your pocket every month. That could fill your car with petrol. But we've got one friend who says, but you've made some money over here. I want to know how. I don't want to just use my own products. So we show them how to find a couple of friends and show them how to find a couple of friends. And you'll see this little unit over here now gives us 700 points. Now, our other 5 friends are still only using their own products, and we're only using our own products. But now, you added up 700 points and the 600 points of ourselves and our other friends gives us about 1,300 points a month. Please know that these figures are just a thumbsuck and a rough estimate. It can be more, it can be less, but to give you an idea. And this will now give you about 1,400 Rand profit and bonus every month. That's 2 tanks of petrol, or a tank of petrol and maybe an opportunity to spoil your family with a dinner out. Now, we have another support structure called the Eagle team. This meeting is part of the Eagle team, and they help us with training. As Vic said, the training that we get over here is priceless, but in most cases it's free. And they can help us with our support, because this is where business of our own, but not on our own. And they help us with the part that was, for me, most valuable, personal development. So that's success habit number 3, your own personal development and training, which we all supply free of charge on a daily basis. But you have to do the personal development part, because nobody can do that for you. So this is not where it ends. Your income potential is infinite, because now these other 5 people have watched friend number 1 earn their own 700 Rand or more, and they say, but we want to know too. So we're going to teach them, train them on how to do their own little 700 point unit. And that gives us 6 times 700 plus our own 100 points. We're still only using our own 100 points. Gets you the enviable title of director of your company, because you're now earning about 4,300 points a month. This will give you roughly between 9 to 11,000 Rand a month. Now you can afford to pay for the car as well as put petrol in it, and drive that car to take your family to dinner. How does that sound? Please note, this is just a summary, and it gets more. As the commercials always say, but wait, there's more. If you want to hear more, speak to the person who invited you or shared this with you, because they will explain. Now the question is, what will you do to start your new life today? Don't wait for tomorrow. Start it today. Will you join us on our mission to make the world a healthier and happier place? I hope you will, because we'd love to have you as part of our family. Right, let me stop sharing. So hopefully that will encourage you to think about how you're going to change your life. Right, thanks everybody. Now, we have spoken about all the different products. Welcome, Cesar. I'm glad you could make it. I know you've been very busy and very popular today. And one of the main products that we use, because one of the ranges we've got is our supplementation range, nutrition supplements, not just vitamins, but nutrition. And who better to explain to us why we need to supplement but a medical doctor? And Dr. Cesar Nambesi has got a lot of experience in this. My apologies for only giving you a very short space of time, but please explain to us, why do we need to supplement?
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Actually, a medical doctor is the worst person to ever have to tell you why we need to supplement, because then I'll be doing myself out of business. But yeah, to stay healthy, our diets have been totally destroyed over the years. We are not getting the nutrient value that we used to get a long time ago. And to add insult to injury, there are way too many preservatives and other chemicals. And of course, the soil itself has been chemicalized. You know, we are doing chemical agriculture and not the good old compost and good quality soil. So the result is that foods are very devoid of nutrients. You can look at, for example, the vegetables that we are getting. They're very low in what we are supposed to be getting. We're not getting them anymore. Then to top it all up, people have been captured, you know, people's tongues have been captured, people's palates are totally captured by the fast food culture. So there's a lot of dependence on processed foods, and try giving a person who is so used to cans and bottles and burgers from around the corner and chips, try giving them good old broccoli and they'll spit at you in the face, literally. People are just not eating the right thing anymore. And all that has created what I call the unholy alliance: big food, big industry, big pharma, working in a space that those of us who are on the screen today really don't understand, because we have chosen the better way. So why Neolife supplements specifically? It's interesting. This morning I had a training with my team and on Zoom, and we were discussing a few of the objections and challenges that come. And one of them was, people don't want to swallow tablets, they said. They say, we don't want to swallow capsules and tablets. But try getting them to be instructed by their medical doctor in a crisis to swallow these capsules. And they'll swallow them without even question. So what we need to be telling people is that, yes, granted, these are in capsule and tablet forms and powders and nice drinks, but it is food. It is real, honest to goodness food, because Neolife is the world's leading whole food nutrition company, which gets all the food stuffs, make sure it is non-genetically modified, make sure there are no chemicals, no preservatives, and presents it to us very concentrated, and they work. Then somebody else asked an interesting question, said, how do they make sure that there are no preservatives? I mean, how do they keep them without preservatives? You see, everybody was thinking in the medical model. But yes, I believe Neolife is so advanced, they have the technology to encapsulate what we get in a nitrogen environment and not oxygen, so they do not oxidize and become rancid. And all these innovations, the ethics, the history, and obviously the amazing innovations that we are privileged to have in this family, thanks to the Scientific Advisory Board. Now, I've seen a lot of people lately, I've bumped into a few people that we've met, whose just say, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to start crushing up a little bit of turmeric and putting it in a tablet or a capsule. I've seen that. Or some herbs that they pick from around the corner and put them together and present them as a supplement. Can you trust them? Can you, in all honesty, trust them? Where are the checks and balances? Where are the, who has actually passed this off as safe for human consumption? Well, Neolife has actually subjected themselves to scrutiny, and they have never, ever had a lawsuit against them. Now, with that kind of background, I wouldn't hesitate to use Neolife supplements. Eddie and I have been using them for a long time. They've done us very well. I just sometimes wish I could shake people up. So I've just been asked to talk at a function. That's why I came rushing back. And I chose to talk to the women and to just sort of sideswipe women issues, particularly the menopause. And of course, there were a lot of questions, but we have feminine herbal. You know, I scrutinized it the other day. And I thought to myself, this is absolutely phenomenal. All people should get to know what we've got and really appreciate it. And we need to share it. So why do we need to supplement? Because we need to remain healthy, first and foremost. And if remaining healthy means that we get paid for it, hey, why not? We need to encourage people to seriously supplement, and we can show them the way, just as Sean has presented to us. Save money and then make money to afford them, because that was the other objection that came up. These things are expensive. And then somebody actually counted that during the training. Expensive compared to what? Compared to chemotherapy? Are you kidding me? Because he had somebody who was on chemotherapy and he was actually paying $2,000 per time that he needed chemo. Whereas for less than $300, he could get decent nutrition, which he eventually acceded to. And he made a turnaround. It was like flipping a switch and the lights came on. So that's what we need to all do, flip people's switches so that lights come on. Thank you.
Well, and of course, don't forget, you have to be your own best advertisement as a distributor.
Yes.
Correct. Because if you are always sick, who are you talking to? Who are you advertising for? So yes, thank you very much. And I can very much attest to the potency of these products and how well that they work, because I experience it daily and I've seen it in other people so very regularly. But right, time is moving on, unfortunately. And now we're getting to the fun part, because as we said earlier, this is a business. And as I spoke earlier, in a job, you are restricted to various things. And I'm not too sure how often you have presentations in your job where they pat you on the back and say, well done, you did a really good job. Or do they generally just tell you how bad a job you've done? Well, in this job, we celebrate all the good things. And I know my team leader, Debbie, loves this part, because this is where she's going to give out some recognition. Debbie, take it away. Please unmute yourself.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Sean. That's great. What a fantastic program you've put together.
Absolutely.
Well done. It's been absolutely fabulous. Last month was our increase month, and people really went overboard and they really were very, very good. So this month, they've just been maintaining what they did last month. So we haven't done badly. All of us have done quite well when I look at the points. And so well done, everybody. But as for upgrades, there haven't been any upgrades. I don't know about the Cesar's team. But I'm just going to say, you know, there are people on that should be on this chat that really have done well. I mean, they've done their 100 PV, they've done their 250 PV manager, and as a manager, they're earning money of around about 100 Rand now. It used to be 18 Rand when John and I first started, so that just goes to show you how inflation-proof it is. And then there's people who've done their 500, but they're not on the chat. I think it's this business of coming up to Christmas now. Everybody is getting so busy with functions. I know we're sort of chasing our tails. So there's no fantastic on here. We've got our Linda Foster, who is a fully qualified director, Emerald director, never dropped it. Well done, Linda. Fantastic. You're absolute great. Then we've got our directors, Sean. Well done, Sean. I can see you creeping back. Last month you qualified, and this month you're just getting there again. That's fantastic after a month, after an increased month. That's really brilliant. And then we've got Jenny Potter, who's also, Jenny, you're doubling every month. You're doubling. Well done. Jenny's personal PV is always over 1,000 PV. Always. Then we've got Jenny Holiday. Well done, Jen. Fantastic. Director. And now we're going to go to the 500 clubs. You know that Charlie has started the 500 club. He started this many, many years ago. And what it is what you do, 500 points by yourself. Your upline director will give you 70 Rand, and you will put in 70 Rand in a savings account, and you're not meant to touch it. And if you do 500 points with your team, then you will get 50 Rand. So that's as well. I must just go back. Sorry, I missed it. Sean gets 70 Rand for being over 3,000 points, and Jenny Potter and Jenny Holiday gets 2,000, going over 2,000 PV, they get 50 Rand each. So well done, guys. Right. And then Rosemary, she gets 50 Rand because she got 500 PV with her people. And Mandy Roberts, well done, Mandy. Mandy's goal is 500 points, and she sticks to it as much as she can. Well done, Mandy. That's fantastic. Just a quick thing on this 500 club, and I know Charlie won't mind me sharing this. You all know Ubri Kutsia. Well, Ubri's 500 points club, 500 PV club that I'm talking about now, she had, when she passed away at the lovely age of over 90 years old, I don't quite know how old, but she was well over 90 years old, she left back to Charlie and Alta over 200,000 Rand. That was from her 500 club. So that was fantastic. So yeah, this 500 club, keep it going. Right, Cesar, have you got anybody? I can't see anyone else on the call.
No, there's nobody else on the call in our team. I think the time change could have disturbed them a bit, but it's pointless really talking about who did what if they're not here.
Yes, they're not here.
I think let's take time and carry on.
Okay, back to you, Sean. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Yes, and everybody, even if they just do a little bit, are making a difference, because all these points that we keep talking about means that you've made a difference in somebody's life. And that is our ultimate goal, is obviously in our own lives, in our own families, but we need to go and make a difference in somebody else's life, whether it's just with one product, whether it's to save money, doesn't make a difference. But we are in a unique business to make a huge impact, and we need to do that. So sadly, we've come to the end of our ADT, and we've only got a couple of minutes left. And Mandy, I know you are sitting in the dark at the moment and you've made a special effort to join us. So thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. So can you send us off in an enlightened mode so that we can wrap this up and take it into the new month? Take it away.
Thank you very much, Sean. Well done to everybody that spoke on the meeting today. It was excellent and it gave everybody food for thought. I've just got 8 powerful thoughts for the day. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it and you will be able to do it. Stay strong. Dream, believe, and achieve. Never give up. A little progress each day adds to big results. Number 4, be grateful. Be grateful. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Work hard. Good things come to those who hustle, and we all hustle. This is our sideline hustle. Stay humble. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. Be kind. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person. Keep smiling, because your smile will make life more beautiful. Have a wonderful month, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Mandy. Thanks, everybody. We'll wrap this up and send out the recordings. Please share this with friends and other team members.